I know as a young lady growing up, you probably grew up with that mentality that you are a 28-day cycle. Now, I ask you, are you really a 28-day cycle lady? If your answer is a yes, then I ask you again, can you confidently say the date in 2021 that if you meet on this particular date, you will get pregnant? If you can say that without mincing word, then I will say you completely understand your cycle. But if you can't say that with 100% sure, then there is something lagging. Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining us on this episode of our health discussion. On today's discussion, we are going to give you a step-by-step explanation to the 15 potential different menstrual cycles, their ovulation and their fertile window. So be with us as we explain this together. If you're clicking on our channel for the very first time, please do us a favor, hit that red subscribe button and click notification. Thank you so much. Please let us ride on together as we explain this. Thank you. So let us get to this explanation together. Now remember, I said in the introduction that we have 15 potential different menstrual cycles. So here we are going to explain to you the 15 different potential menstrual cycles, their fertile windows and their ovulation, such that you will actually check if your menstrual cycle falls within. You will see your ovulation, you also see your fertile window. Although you first of all need to know how to calculate and you get this menstrual cycle. Now the first picture you're seeing now, this is picture for someone who is a 21-day cycle. 21-day cycle is the lowest menstrual cycle. If you're 21-day cycle, you'll be fertile from day 3 to day 9. Your ovulation occurs on day 7. You need to remember that this day 3 to day 9 is your menstrual calendar, and menstrual calendar begins from the first day of your menstruation. So if you start menstruating today is your day 1. The next is someone with 22-day cycle. So if you're 22-day cycle, you'll be fertile from day 4 to day 10. Your ovulation occurs on day 8. Remember, this is your own menstrual calendar, and your menstrual calendar begins from the first day you start menstruating. The next is someone who is 23-day cycle. If you're 23-day cycle, you're fertile from day 5 right up to the 11th of your cycle. Your ovulation occurs on day 9. Remember, these are your menstrual calendar days, and menstrual calendar begins from the first day you start flowing. So if you start flowing today will be your day 1. The next is 24-day cycle. So someone who is 24-day cycle, you'll be fertile from day 6 to day 12. Your ovulation occurs on day 10. Remember, these days are your menstrual calendar, and menstrual calendar begins from the first day you start menstruating. So if you start menstruating today will be your day 1. The next is someone who is 25-day cycle. So if you're 25-day cycle, you'll be fertile from day 7 to day 13th. Your ovulation occurs on the 11th. Remember, these are your menstrual calendar days, and menstrual calendar begins from the first day you start flowing. So if you start flowing today will be your day 1. The next is someone who is a 26-day cycle. So if you're 26-day cycle, your fertile window begins from day 8 to day 14. You will ovulate on day 12. Remember, these are what? Your own menstrual calendar days, and menstrual calendar begins from the first day you start menstruating. So if you start menstruating today will be your day 1 of the menstrual calendar. The next is someone who is 27 days. If you're 27-day cycle, you will be fertile from day 9 to day 15. Your ovulation occurs on day 13th. And remember, these are menstrual calendar days, meaning if you start menstruating today will be your day 1 of your menstrual calendar. The next is someone who is 28-day cycle. and this is where most ladies fall. So if your 28-day cycle, you will be fertile from day 10 to day 16th. Your ovulation occurs on day 14th. Remember, these days are your menstrual calendar, and menstrual calendar begins from the first day it starts flowing. So if you start flowing today, today will be your day 1. The next is someone who is 29-day cycle. So if you're 29-day cycle, you'll be fertile from the 11th to the 17th. Your ovulation occurs on the 15th. Remember, these days are menstrual calendar, and your menstrual calendar begins from the first day you start flowing. So if you start flowing today, today is your day 1. The next is someone who is 30 days. So if you're 30-day cycle, you'll be fertile from the 12th to the 18th. Your ovulation occurs on the 16th. Remember, these are menstrual calendar days. So if you start menstruating today, today will be your day 1 of your menstrual calendar. The next is someone who is 31 days, and if you're 31-day cycle, you will be fertile from the 13th to the 19th. Your ovulation occurs on the 17th. Remember, these are menstrual calendar days, and menstrual calendar begins from the very first day start flowing. So if you start flowing today, today is your own day 1. The next is a 32-day cycle. Someone who is 32-day cycle, the person will be fertile from the 14th to the 20th. The person will ovulate on the 18th. Remember, these are menstrual calendar days. So if you start menstruating today, today will be your day 1 of your menstrual calendar. The next is a 33-day cycle. So if you're 33 days, you will be fertile from day 15 to day 21. Your ovulation occurs on day 19. Remember, these are menstrual calendar days, and menstrual calendar begins from the very first day you start flowing. So if you start flowing today, today will be your day 1. The next menstrual cycle is a 34-day cycle. So if you're 34 days, you'll be fertile from day 16 to day 22. Your ovulation will occur on the 20th. Remember, these are menstrual calendar days, and menstrual calendar begins from the first day you start flowing. So if you start flowing today, today will be your day 1. And the last menstrual cycle is a 35-day cycle. So if you're 35-day cycle, you will be fertile from the 17th to the 23rd. You will ovulate on the 21. So on the 21st day of your cycle, you will ovulate. Remember, these are menstrual calendar days. So because these are menstrual calendar days, if you menstruate today, today will be your own day 1. Now, these are the 15 potential different menstrual cycles, their ovulation, and their fertile windows, which you can possibly get. And this is for someone who has a steady menstrual cycle. If your cycle is not steady, the rest of the video, which you'll see in the description, about how to get ovulation and fertile window for someone whose cycle is irregular. So thank you very much. May God bless you. I hope this goes a long way to help a lot of people out there. If you have a question, please keep in the comment section. Now, don't forget to recommend our channel, Check Your Health and Maintain Your Wealth. Check your health and maintain your wealth to your friends, family members, and don't forget to subscribe if you have not subscribed.